So I woke up with a hive. Happening now, sleep style discovery week. Let's see the details. I would have loved to have a nice happen so quickly that I questioned whether or not it happened. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is a new week. It is Monday. It is the sleep research recovery day week. So quite an exciting event, because that means that this will give us the opportunity to find a lot of new sleep styles for Pokemon that we haven't yet discovered. So I had to really decide where I wanted to go this week, and ultimately I decided to go to the place that my sleep dex percentage is the lowest to. So my highest right now is Cyan Beach and Lapis Lakeside. Cyan Beach and Greengrass. And my lowest right now, surprisingly, is Lapis Lakeside and Taupe Hollow. And I say surprisingly because I did not expect Snowdrop Tundra to be higher. Alright, a lot of kitties came out today. A lot of green Pokemon. It is a very gloomy and sad looking day outside today. Kind of chilly. And this is not a hickey, this is a hive. So I woke up with a hive. I feel like I have some sort of allergic reaction going on, so that's why I may look puffy. But yeah, I do not know how that came to be. And whenever I get hives like that, I get worried, only because of that one year I had like a really bad hive breakout that lasted several weeks. I had to go on antibiotics for 30 days. They were like strong antibiotics that I had to get prescription for. And after the 30 days of taking those antibiotics, guess what? The hives came back. So I never really got an answer of like what was happening, but yeah, now every time I see a hive mark, I get kind of stressed. Whoa, that's our first Bayleaf. So the buds that ring Bayleaf's neck gives off a spicy aroma that perks people up. Maybe the Pokemon sleeping around Bayleaf feel invigorated too. I like spicy aromas, or aromas that like kick the nose, like spearmint. Rosemary is so delicious to smell as well. Alright, what do I want to give the cookie to? I want to give it to the Dratini. Initially I was like, I could either stay on Lapis Lakeside, continue my search for a good Gardevoir or routes to grow into a Gardevoir. Still need a good Stuffle as well, but I feel like long term I find myself going to Lapis Lakeside more often than Taupe Hollow. So I'd rather knock out the sleep styles that I don't usually encounter at Taupe Hollow and then do whatever I want in the other weeks. Let's do Dratini, or maybe Eevee. I actually haven't seen much Eevees around lately, and I know that people could benefit from Eevee candies as well. For any of your evolutions out there, I know I do too, because my Umbreon has berry finding at level 50. So I'm quite a ways away. So happening now, sleep style discovery week. Let's see the details. You can fill in more sleep entries with your sleep style decks during the sleep style discovery week. So it's easier to encounter Pokemon sleep styles you haven't registered in your sleep style decks yet. So this is a week-long event. This is happening in all areas. And these are the bonuses. So in yellow, Pokemon sleep styles that you haven't discovered yet are more likely to appear during sleep research. The final strength gains from dishes will be multiplied by 1.25 or 2.25 for extra tasty dishes, or 3.75 for extra tasty dishes on Sunday. And finally, a few Pokemon of different sleep styles will appear during sleep research regardless of the sleep researcher's sleep type for that day. I added an extra sleep that was not necessary. But yeah, pretty fun event. And then the old gold power plant is going to come out, so expect some news coming out this week in preparation for that. Probably an announcement of like a new Pokemon as well, which is going to be pretty exciting. And then maybe in like 2-3 weeks they start the legendary event for the bird trios. In my previous video, I accidentally said Ho-Oh when I meant to say Moltres. So Zapdos, Articuno, and Moltres. Also, I was able to beat my personal best with Master 7, so very happy about that for this week. And we got an S grade. I'm kind of far from the mic, so let me move up a little bit. Alright, so as you can see, I'm 75% here, and my Taupe Hollow is 72. And it's been quite a while since I've been there too. So I'll have no trouble getting this to area bonus 60 because I do see myself going here after events to chill and stuff, so I think I'd rather just knock this one out of the park while I can. I also saw some comments on Reddit saying like maybe go for the one that you have the highest percentage at just so you can knock it out and get it done and over with. But another dimension to that is that you should pick up stews and salads. Sorry, stews and salads are good for Taupe Hollow. But another person mentioned that on Reddit you should go for a place that you know you can get a lot of points or like build the area up quickly, because a lot of times the higher the points the better the sleep styles you get. Although it says easier to encounter, I don't know how exactly they measure that, you know. So this is what the team is looking at like right now. It's probably gonna change, but I wanted to bring out all the favorite berries just to get a head start. So our recipe is ninja curries. Oh, I could add more. Let's add some apples, like a Japanese mama would do. But yeah, I'm just looking so puffy, and this is like just so itchy. But I don't want to itch it because a part of me is like, oh my god, what if it's shingles again? Because when I had shingles, it started off as like an innocent looking hive, and then I itched it, and then it became a blister, and it popped, and it spread, and it was painful. Alright, so we got a good jump to Grade 1 from that. And I am low on beans, so Charizard will stay on the field. Pretty good on green grass soybean, but it's 24 a pop. So I should probably add in another bean farmer because my Ninetales will not farm a lot of beans. It has berry finding actually. And actually no, my golem is on the field, so it's good for that. Large leeks though, I do need a large leek farmer, so I could bring on my Quackleval that farms leeks and green grass soybeans. And then mushrooms. Maybe I'll hold off on mushrooms for now because I have 29 of them. Oh, let me just pick everything. Let's see, did she want to pop a skill? No, she just wanted to drop berries. Oh, I don't have a golem out. Let's swap this Charmander for a Charmander. Oh, got a good night ribbon. But we'll swap it for the Charmander, that Charizard that I have that is just sausages. Let's swap Blue Nose, who is farming leeks and tomatoes, for Leeks and beans. So my Ninetales currently farms more berries than my Typhlosion. And my Typhlosion isn't going to give me the ingredients I want either, unfortunately. So we're going to bring out Bean Dude. The berries are still looking good though. And that will be our team for now. And then eventually when the time comes and I need more mushrooms, I will switch out someone for probably my Quagsire. Get that tick out of the way. And let's pick up our sleep points. See how lucky we are in the exchange. We got candy. It's been a while since I've got candy, so kind of feels unlucky actually. And because it's like so gloomy today, the lighting, like I tried to set it up a little nicer, but it's just like such bad gloomy looking lighting. Oh, I got 3 medals. So I've studied 300 grass type, 30 dragon type, and I've logged a total of 600 hours. Whoa, look at that. A lot of goodies. Very soon I will make it to rank 59, which is exciting as well. Alright, and now the sleep research community. Let's see what everyone got. I would have loved to have a nice cold glass of matcha this morning, but I ran out of all of my syrups, and after I went back to using agave, I don't know, it just doesn't hit the same for me anymore. It's still good. Oh, that chocolate looking dedenne. It's still good with agave, but yeah, using a berried syrup like blueberry or strawberry, it just makes it taste so much better. There's this extra dimension. Oh my god, Chris, congrats on the shiny Marowak. Just adds this extra dimension of flavor to the matcha. And now my matcha just tastes a little flat, so I don't want to waste any matcha powder to make a drink I'm not going to fully enjoy. So I do have to make some berry syrup sometime today or tomorrow if I have the time. I have a dentist appointment later today. Oh wait, congratulations on the shiny Chikorita. I love how the grass type Pokemon tend to look more autumnish for their shinies. And we finished Perfect Couple on Netflix. And it is so good. My initial guesses of who did it, the murder, not the correct guess. But then once it's revealed, you're like, oh my god, how did I not notice? If you liked Knives Out, the movie, you would really like Perfect Couple on Netflix. Oh, look at that Quaxie. It's like resting its head on the rock, or it fell and had a concussion, which is very scary. I actually recently witnessed a biker do like a flip because he hit a pothole, and I heard the impact of his head on the pavement, and it was wild. The moment was like, it felt like it happened in slow-mo, but it happened so quickly that I questioned whether or not it happened. And I was with my friend at the time too. But yeah, going back on Perfect Couple, very great. They do such a good way of storytelling, capturing your attention at every way, having you second guess everyone and pointing the finger. And I loved it. It is a phenomenal series. We watched it really quickly and highly recommend it to everyone. I also saw my best friend, which was super nice. So we talked a lot about it's funny because we're like women in our 30s. Well, she's 29. She's turning 32. 30 soon, not 32. She's turning 30 soon. She's like the last one in our friend group to have their birthday. So it's going to be pretty exciting to celebrate as well. But yeah, she was over. We were basically just talking about like K-pop the entire time and the New Jeans situation. And she's like my resident K-pop expert. So anything that I'm curious to know or learn about, she knows about it, you know? So it's always so interesting to get a glimpse of like her world in terms of interest and what side of the internet she's on. But also because it's a common interest that we have. More so nowadays for me, it's developed more into a common interest. Like I used to really was obsessed with K-pop in my high school years, and then I kind of fell back on it and really leaned heavily into anime. And now I'm kind of like back in my K-pop. I have like stans from certain group. And yeah, it's just so fun to like watch music videos and talk about like the gossip in the K-pop world. But also very sad because sometimes what they have to go through, or like, you know, if you're aware of the New Jeans situation, like it's just so sad. But supposedly the New Jeans girl gave their CEO or management, their record label, was it yesterday, until yesterday or today, to give an answer on whether or not they would reinstate their previous CEO. So it's pretty crazy. But on top of that, my friend told me how like the censorship in South Korea regarding the topic of what's happening with New Jeans is so like heavy locked, in the sense that you can't find their live stream video or hear mentions of news media talking about it and giving their opinion on social media in Korea. So a lot of Korean people aren't in the know what's happening because of that censorship. But a lot of people outside Korea know about it because, you know, there's not really anyone censoring that sort of media in our media. So it is just crazy. Like supposedly there's this news TV broadcast channel called Dispatch, where they used to talk about spicy, controversial topics regarding celebrities. But then they got bought out by Hybe, I think it was, if I'm remembering correctly from what my friend told me. They got bought out, and now when there's any gossip regarding their celebrities in the record label company, because they own Dispatch, they can tell Dispatch, hey, you're not going to cover that today. You're not going to give any attention to that. So yeah, it is just very crazy learning more and more about it. I feel like I'm jumping into this rabbit hole and I'm very much enjoying it. And yeah, that was pretty much my weekend. Then yesterday, well actually no, Saturday I took a hike with my boyfriend, so that was a lot of fun. We had a probably like 2.5 hour hike. However, when we got to the peak, I did not manage my sugar levels properly, so the peak, like the sun was so hot, I started to feel dizzy. So we had to quickly go down, and then we got ice cream, Ben & Jerry's ice cream. I got the cookie and milk and cookies flavor. That's like the best one, in a waffle cone. And he decided to try out a new flavor. And Saturday we took it pretty chill, had a mall walk, recharged the car, and now it's Monday and I got a hive mark, and I'm like, you know, like when you try not to itch something but your mind is just constantly going to that spot, like I'm trying my best not to itch. Maybe I'll put like a plaster on it or something, I don't know. But then again, I don't want people being like, oh, she thinks she's quirky, she has a band-aid because she's hiding her hickey. But no, it's not a hickey, my friends, it's just a freaking hive. So yeah, the season changing is like, I'm really feeling it now in my body. Like my head is just shedding an enormous amount. My scalp is getting itchier. And I always find it's around this time, like I deal with itchy scalp, I'm drying up, I'm shriveling, I'm getting like so many weird things happening to my body. But yeah, that's pretty much my weekend. So thank you guys so much for joining me in yet another video. I hope that you all enjoy the sleep style discovery week this week. It's going to be super fun to see what sort of Pokemon that we're going to be able to find in Taupe Hollow. It's been a minute since we've been in Taupe Hollow too. So there's like, I still have yet to catch Sableye. I have some Pokemon in the sleep decks that I've never even encountered yet either. So it's gonna be fun to slowly fill that up. And I'm at 73% right now. Let's see, I predict hopefully I will get to 77% if I'm lucky. Or maybe that's too low. Maybe I should aim higher, like 80%, you know? But let me know where you guys went. How did you decide on where you wanted to go? And what sort of Pokemon are you hoping to catch? I'm not really hoping to catch any Pokemon here. Maybe if there's Larvitars, I'll catch that because I want an even better Larvitar than I have. I have 2 right now, but I want an even better one. And farming some candies would not be bad, like ghastly candies too. And I think that's pretty much it for me. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. So until then, take care, good luck. Oh, actually, look at my Hello Kitty shirt. It's from Sanrio, they have a collaboration. It's a kids section though, but I got the largest size and it fits. And I love it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll see you in the next one. So take care, good luck, and have fun. Bye. Oh, still there. Bye.